What is up, YouTube? So the spring weather has brought wonderful, I guess, pollen to my nose. So I'm a little stuffed up today. We're gonna be putting this throttle body on the parts truck today. I think this thing's gonna run, guys. I got some of it on film the other night. I was trying to hurry up, make a quick video. It was dark out. Ended up not working, but anyway, I've already got the plugs thrown back in it. I've got the firing order set up right. I got the old throttle body unbolted. I just got to pull the fuel lines off of it. We did spray a little ether straight down the intake the other night, and we did hear it pop and bang on one or two cylinders, but we are having battery problems and not getting it turn over fast enough, and just electrical issues back and forth. So I decided to do the right thing. Just go ahead. We're just gonna go ahead and throw this on there. But before we do that, though, we're gonna see if we got fuel pressure. All right, guys. So this stuff right here, it's like a scratch pad. I think it's like 80 cents for a big sheet of this at the hardware store. Might even be cheaper than that. This stuff works amazing. It's great for all kinds of stuff. I'm just gonna go ahead and take this, scratch away, guys. So that's gonna be good enough for what we're doing. I'm gonna go ahead, hit the key, and then any old nasty fuel that's settled down inside this line behind the filter, I'm gonna go ahead, flush that out. I don't even know if this gas is flammable anymore. I mean, then again, it's been sitting long enough. I mean, gas nowadays isn't what gas used to be. I mean, 15 years ago, you could have pulled gas out of a tank that had been sitting for 20 years, and that stuff would have still lit up. But gas nowadays, you let that stuff sit for 3 years, it ain't no good anymore. So we still don't really know how long this thing was sitting for, but we're gonna see if it's got the good gas in it or the bad gas in it. So, all right, so that stuff looked pretty dark. We're gonna go ahead and use some of the leftover residue from that to clean this up a little more. Now I need to steal this fitting. That one's missing one, so I'm gonna go ahead and rob this out, throw it in that one, and we're gonna throw it on here. We're all bolted down. Gonna go ahead, hook all the vacuum lines up, hook the fuel lines back up, get the IAC hooked up, see if this thing goes. All right, guys, so another thing I did is I went ahead and tied the oil cooler lines together. Don't know how well it's gonna hold. I was only able to get one clamp on that because there's a flare there and I couldn't get the hose over that flare. I also kinked off the transmission lines so they hopefully don't spray everywhere. We're not gonna let this thing run very long, just long enough to hear if it actually runs on all 8. I think we're ready to go ahead and hit the key, see if it has fuel out of the injectors. Should, as long as everything in the distributor is good. So I'm missing a couple vacuum lines. Guess they were missing before. I think it'll be all right. So let's see what happens. Well, it is spraying fuel, so that's a good sign. Let's go ahead and get the Ranger hooked up. charging up that, we'll go ahead and give you guys a quick walk around of my truck. This is my, let's see, this is my 1993 K1500 OBS. I've done swapped a big block, swapped MV 4500 5-speed, Dana 44 front axle, got some 36 by 1550 Mickey Thompsons on American Forces on there, full true dual exhaust. I mean, it's nothing super special, but it's special to me. Bought this truck when I was 15, and it's what started my whole journey. I've probably bought about 3 or 4 different trucks to put this together. We're gonna make this either 4 or 5, I'm not sure. But yep, we got the Ranger here. This is just my daily driver to keep the miles off the Stang. Real unit. This thing, it don't matter how you drive it, it just gets good gas mileage. So, alright, well, let's hop in here and see if this thing's gonna work.
What up, homies?
Alright, so I'm gonna spray a little ether down it. Maybe that'll help it. Maybe that gas is just so bad. Well, that's the closest we've come to it running. Alright, so we've got a little 2-stroke mix. This will help lubricate the cylinders a little bit, break anything that might be hanging break anything that might be hanging the rings up a little bit. Be damned. It has a lot of bottom end noise for sure. I don't know. Oh man, it sounds like there is definitely some broken or spun rod bearings, not just one but a couple. Man, I'm not sure where the dipstick went. It was laying here. sure that milk oil is milky as can be. Looks like our trans deal didn't hold. The oil line did though. There's a lot of water in the oil and stuff too. I'm sure there's some stuck lifters. Sounds like it's running on at least 7 cylinders, surprisingly. Wow, I can't believe it. That is incredible. Next up, we'll be pulling the torque converter bolts out and sending this thing to the moon. So, all right, I just wanted to show this to you guys real quick also. It's been sitting for a minute now. Right off the wheel. It's got about 30 pounds of oil pressure. This thing is responsive. She just, not good. All right, that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching this little series, guys. I'm gonna try and get this video uploaded tonight, so now you guys don't have to wonder until I get back from vacation. Right on.